Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I'm Karen. In case some of you don't know, this is my page, and I am an artist with Seint. Seint is cream makeup in one compact that is custom chosen for you so that you have zero waste. These tins pop in and out. And so when you're low on something like I am here with my contour, I just pop that tin out and pop a new one in. All right, let me get started. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. Like I said, it's cream makeup. It's custom chosen for you based on your color match that I provide for you. My color match form is pinned down here, www.colormatchbykaren.com. These are just to keep the hair out out of my way while I'm doing that. I swear I don't go out in public with these like this. Okay, let me get started. It's one layer makeup applied in the correct place on your face and then blended. That's your foundation. So I'm going to start with my contour. It's a matter of choice. It's just something that I like to do. It kind of maps out my face for me. Your contour is your darkest shade. It's cool, not warm, and it provides depth. So your face is not one-dimensional. So let's stop putting that liquid foundation all over our face, because you know what that liquid foundation is? It is basically water and powder that's tinted. So once that water evaporates off your skin, you're left with powder on your skin, which is why it settles into your fine line and wrinkles and creases and all these things a woman of my age, 56, has. So cream makeup does not do that. It's cream. And this color that I just put on has coverage. So I'm already like into my foundation. The next thing that I'm going to put on, and I realize I have not blended. Like I said, I like to get the product on my face and then blend. So the next color that I'm putting on is my main highlight color. And that's something that you will be custom color matched to. So my color will probably not be the same as yours. Now, there's a elephant in the room that I need to address. This nose. I have a Rudolph nose. So watch the redness go bye-bye just by me putting a little bit of this cream highlight on my nose. Bye-bye, redness. Now, I am just dabbing into the product. I'm not swiping into the product. If you swipe, you will pick up way too much product. Less is more with our creams, for sure. And even with, I mean, our eyeshadows are powder, and they are highly, highly pigmented. So you can start off light with those and build them. Okay, let's address another elephant in the room. These bags. See these bags under my eyes? They're not going to go away unless I get injections or surgery. And I don't know. If you don't know me, I'm not a fan of needles, so I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm just going to camouflage them. I'm going to neutralize them. And again, I'm just kind of stippling or pouncing the brush onto my face, especially in this under eye area for mature skin. As you age, this skin around your eyes, especially under your eyes, becomes very, very thin, which is why it does this. It bags, right? So the last thing we want to do is pull that skin. Let's be really, really gentle with it. So what I'm doing is, instead of swiping this color on, I'm stippling it on. Now I've left some places blank, and that's where I'm going to flip this brush around. By the way, all of our brushes are double-ended, and I'm going to go into my brightening shade, which is right here, and I'm just going to dab a little bit, and then I'm going to put that back here. I'm going to put it here. I'm purposely trying to stay out of that bag area, because what this brightening shade is going to do is bring attention to wherever you put this. So that contour color that I put on first is going to give you depth and dimension. This brightening shade is going to give you brightness. And I don't want to brighten up that bag area. I want it to just kind of fade into the background. I'm going to put some up here, a little bit down my nose, and some right here in the middle of my chin. Okay. Switching brushes to the blush and bronzer brush. Let me just make sure it's clean. The smaller end, I'm going to start making little circles, light circles, right into the brightening shade. Down here is where I put that main shade. And I like to blend my contour last, that dark color that I put on first. So I'm going to blend everywhere but there. So cream makeup warms up with your face. Your skin is warm, and it's been sitting on my skin now for a hot second. So it makes it that easy to blend. Again, under my eyes, I'm just trying to blend it out without pulling or tugging. And now let's blend the contour. So the contour on your forehead is to make your forehead look a little less big. I know that's not right English. I apologize. Is to make your forehead look smaller. Words are hard for me sometimes. This contour here along your cheekbone is to give your cheeks like a little bit of a facelift. So what you want to do for this to blend is you want to kind of stay along the line that you created and blend up and back, not down and in. Down is going to make you look like you've got a little bit of a contour beard. And in, I have really puffy cheeks. See how this looks like I put my contour all the way down to here, when in actuality, I did not. See that when I smile? I don't want to overemphasize that by actually putting contour there. It's to actually give your face like a mini facelift. Don't mind the gray hairs. Lordy, am I overdue. Okay, so see this line? Blend it into this. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to run my brush up and down that line, pulling it back and up, just to soften it out. And all of that is my foundation. If I'm not sitting here talking to you, I swear that step, all those takes me a minute. Now, I like to give a little bit of warmth to my skin. So I'm going to go into my bronzers and just really randomly run my brush all through that, and then bronze up a little bit. Bronzer is perfect for changing of seasons. So if you're like me and you tan in the summer, going from spring into summer when you might just be darkening a little bit, you use your normal shades, and then this bronzer can help you transition into your darker summer shades. All right, I don't know, I'm in a bronzing mood today. Let me just put a little bit more on. Okay. Now, our goal here at Seint is to try to keep your excess products that are not in your compact down to a minimum. So I'm going to fill in my brows using, you can do it one of two ways. You can use the contour that I just blended out here, or you can use eyeshadow. But you know what, before I do that, let me contour my nose, because I always forget and then it messes up my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take our detail brush, I'm going to put it in the contour a little bit, make it nice and straight, and I am going to make a line down either side of my nose. The closer you make these lines, the thinner your nose will appear. Okay, that just contoured my nose. Now, I don't like having this line on the side of my nose, so I'm going to flip that brush over, and this is why I like to do it before I put my eyeshadow on, because see that? It kind of goes into that area, and then I end up messing up my eyeshadow. And all I'm doing is blurring out that line on the side. I'm really trying hard to keep my brush off the bridge of my nose because I want to keep that contoured look. So see how I'm just kind of running it up and down that line on the side. So the line is gone on either side, but look at me from the front. Now, if I did go a little bit onto that center, I can go back into that brightening shade and kind of put a little bit down the bridge of my nose and clean that up a little bit. Okay. Now we'll move on to the eyes, because once I do my eyebrows, I like to do my eyeshadow. I like to use, these are just a handful. We have a ton of eyeshadows. This color here is called Trust. It's very well loved. As you can tell, it's almost empty, so I will be popping that tin out pretty soon to put a replacement in. So I just picked up a tiny little bit of that Trust eyeshadow, and as you can see already, I'm filling in my brows and defining them. By the way, this is the line brush. It has a spoolie at one end and a little angular brush at the other end, and that's what I'm using to do my brows. A lot of women like to use their contour color so that it matches a little bit better with the contour that they've put on their cheeks and nose and forehead. I just happen to like my brows a little bit darker, so that's why I'm using Trust. Look at the difference between the two. And that literally took me, what, 20 seconds? Although that is my better brow. This brow, no bueno. Helpful tip, fun fact for you ladies. Don't pluck your gray hairs in your eyebrows. That's why I have this bald spot right here that I'm trying to fill in. Apparently they don't always grow back when you pluck the gray ones. Hence why I'm darkening them right now. Okay. Brows are done. You know what? Let me take those suckers out. See, that's the problem with having those things in, because now my hair is a complete wreck. Okay. We'll worry about it later, but I'm just trying to get it out of the way. All right. Let's put on some blush. Here at Seint, we call our blush lip and cheeks because you use it in both places. I've got this brownish maroon color on today. You know what? I'm just going to stick with Plum. Plum is one of my favorites. I picked up way too much. And again, it's a matter of choice where you like to apply your blush. I like mine right above my contour and back, like high and tight. I don't like it so much here on these apples. And if you notice, I'm pouncing or stippling once again. Okay, I kind of went a little too high here. So that brush that still has my first colors that I used on there, since it's cream, I can just go back in and erase it. See that? Voila. The magic of cream makeup. I love it. Okay, I'm going to pick up one of our eyeshadow brushes, clean it off, and I'm going to do a really basic eye today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start with basic, and I have hooded eyes, so I'm going to put this not just in my crease, but a tiny little bit above, almost to my brow bone. And again, this color is called Basic. Awkward silence. Okay, I'm going to flip that brush around to the tiny end, and I'm going to put a darker color here on the corner. Sorry, it's really hard to do this in your phone, so I have a mirror right off to the side here. I mean, I want it to look good on camera for all of you, but, you know, I'm also a real person that has to go outside. And if it looks good on camera and it looks like crap in real life, then that's also no good. Okay, so I put that darker color here on the outside corner, and I'm just kind of blending it, making circles. I like it under my eye a little bit, just because I don't like an eyeliner on me. So I feel like this is much more subtle and softer looking. Again, placement is key, just with the rest of our makeup. It goes in very specific spots, and then you blend. So I'm not too concerned about how sloppy this is out here, because look, I'm gonna blend it. So I use the tiny little end. I'm gonna flip it back over. This is the same brush that I put that first color Basic on with. There's no need to change your brushes. You do have to clean your brushes though. Okay, let me look in the mirror. Do they look just about even? Just about even? We'll take it. All right, I'm gonna go into, this is one of my favorites right here. I show it all the time. It's called As You Wish. I'm gonna use my finger. It looks like just a subtle peach color in the tin and online, but look, it's iridescent. And I like to put, this is my go-to. These are my 3 go-to colors. And I'm just gonna put this on my eyelid. See how that brightens up my eye? Looks good off camera. Rubbing it around on my finger again and just kind of pushing it on. The reason why I use my finger to do this this step is that I want a lot of opacity here. I want this brightness to stand out, and by using the brush absorbs some of the eyeshadow color, or you know, some of the powder, and I want it to go from the tin right onto my eye so that it's less transparent is what I'm getting to. Okay, now just because I like to have a finished look, this is a color called Cupcake. It's very white looking. It's right here. I just like to do underneath my eyebrow with this color. All right, almost done. I swear, if I'm not sitting here talking, this whole thing takes me 5 to 7 minutes, depending on, you know, if I'm being really fussy with my makeup. Cream makeup must be set. It must be. It's on my face. It's cream. It's warm. It will transfer off if I don't set it. So this is our setting spray. This is our blush and bronzer brush. My personal preference is to spray it onto the brush. As you can see, my face is getting wet. And just kind of pounce it all over my face. And this will set my makeup. I feel like I have more control by doing it this way, putting it onto my brush and, you know, putting it, you know, indirectly onto my face from the spray onto my brush. You could just spray your whole face. I feel like that wastes a lot. It gets in my hair. I may miss spots. So right now I can feel that my face is very well protected. That, when it dries, is going to lock in my makeup. So there's one of two things you can do while you're waiting for that to dry. You can break out your handy dandy fan. Yes, that I just got off of Amazon. Okay, enough of that. Or you can do your mascara. Now that's one thing that we don't carry, but I'm going to show you a trick. Remember that line brush that I did my brows with, the spoolie? I'm going to go in, this is Vanilla Dust. This is our setting powder. I'm going to go in, it's packed. It's not loose. I'm going to make it loose by running my spoolie in that. See that? The eyeshadow brush that I just used, I'm going to pick that up and go in and get all of that loose powder up. And I'm going to put it on my eyelashes, my upper eyelashes. I know this seems really weird, but this is going to act as a primer for my mascara. So where is it? I used to use, it's right here, L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. But in order to eliminate that from something that I have to carry around, since I already have Vanilla Dust in my palette, in my compact, I might as well use that, right? Right? I'm still shiny. I'm still a little wet. I'm going to address that in a minute. Give me a second. Okay. Ilia is the mascara that I've been loving. I prefer it these days. So while that setting spray is drying on my face and locking in all of that makeup that I just put in very specific places on my face that I don't want to have it move around. So while that's doing its job setting, I take advantage of the time and do my mascara. Again, sorry, I'm looking off camera. It's rude. I understand that, but I don't know. It's really hard to do this also in your phone. Try it one day. You'll see. Okay. Now, I get a little extra with my eyes because I don't like that applicator, that wand. for my lower lashes. I make a mess with that with that wand trying to do my lower lashes. So I pull out the old pink and green from Maybelline Great Lash, and I do my lower lashes and my corners with this pointed wand. All right. That's dry. That setting spray is now dry on my skin, but I have that very dewy, glowy look that setting sprays give you. Now that's great if you're young, or that's great if you're older, more mature, like I am. Like I said, I'm 56, and you want to look dewy. I personally don't like to look dewy. So in order to set my makeup even more and take out that dewiness, I like to go in with the setting powder. And I put this anywhere where I have that shine that I don't want the shine. Do you see how that just took the shine away? Now, I don't want to powder bomb my face. See the shine? Bye-bye, shine. Shine on my nose. Bye-bye. Up here in my T-zone. Down here. And back. Now, would you look at that? Shine all gone. And my makeup is double set now. So that, you know, I used the setting spray, that dried, that locked all of that cream in, and now I just put that setting powder on. My makeup isn't going anywhere today. All right, let's finish up with our lips. I like to go back in, again, one less product that you have to carry. I like to use my contour as my lip liner. This is our multitasker brush. Most people would probably use the smaller, thinner end to line their lips. I like the bigger paddle end. And I definitely overline at least my bottom lip. It just gives the illusion that it's a little bit bigger. So you just go slightly beyond your natural lip line. All right, lips lined. I'm gonna go in with nude. For my lips. It's one of my favorite colors. It's so overlooked. Now, last trick of the day. It's all cream that I just put on my lips. And what did I tell you about cream makeup? That it's going to transfer off, right? So there's a couple different ways. If you don't care if your lipstick, I mean, this is not stay lipstick all day, whatever we call it these days. It will transfer off. But a way to keep it from transferring off, its cream, is to put powder over it. And there are two powders that I particularly like to set it. One is one of our illuminators. It's called Glamazing. I will show you a little bit. Let me do a little bit more than that so you can actually see it. There we go. See that? It will make you look like you have like a gloss on, but it's actually powder, and it will set what's underneath. But for today, I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow, which again are powders. This is hot chocolate. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to pick up some of that, and I'm going to go right over. I use a different finger because I don't, now this has a little bit of cream on it, and I don't want to put that in my powder. And so doing this is locking in that cream. It's giving me a little bit of shine. And it's an eyeshadow, y'all. Seriously, I mean, look how pretty that is, right? And now it's locked in and less likely to transfer over onto your phone, onto your clothes, onto anybody that you might kiss. So that's it. I will fix my hair. I took a before, I will take an after, and I will post it in the comments below so that, at least on Facebook, I don't know if I can do that on Instagram, so that you can see the before and after. I mean, it's kind of crazy, especially when you see them side by side, and there was zero, like, you know, tricks here. I'm not even using a ring light. This is just my natural light in front of a window. I have a backdrop behind me so that I can show you exactly what this makeup looks like in real life. Zero filters. I never use filters for my Seint business. If I'm out with friends, we might use some, you know, funky, weird filters. But when I am showcasing the makeup, it's always filter free, especially my befores and afters, because it's my goal to help you feel beautiful. And if I'm using tricks to do that while I'm online, then I'm defeating the purpose. So, and you don't need it with this makeup. I mean, it looks like skin. You can't feel a thing. If you feel tacky or sticky, it means that you've used a little bit too much product. Like I said, less is more with this. A little bit goes a long way. So if you would like to be color matched, like I said, www.colormatchbykaren is where you start so that I can take a look at your face, follow the instructions for the selfie to the T, because that will really help me to color match you properly, correctly. And then I will suggest what you need. I'll build a cart for you, and you take it from there. With Seint, there are no auto ships. There's no minimums. You buy what you want when you want. So I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to do any of that icky stuff. I promise. Girl Scouts honor. I was a Girl Scout, so I can say that. So if you'd like more information about the products, you can reach out to me directly if you don't want to go through the color match process. If you would like to know more about what I do as an artist with Seint, I would love to give you that information as well. Our artist birthday, our 5th birthday, is coming up on Monday. On Instagram, Saints and Angels all day is going to be a party on that Instagram page. Games, prizes, giveaways. We have new products launching that day. And if you sign up to be an artist on my team that day, Seint is very generously giving you a $65 credit voucher that you can use. It's a product voucher that you can use to buy whatever you want to supplement the kit that you buy in order to be an artist. So, don't want to take up any more of your time, but if you're interested in any of that I just said, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to talk to you about any of it, okay? Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.